Ready, set, connect. Whether it be a customer, newfound friend, or potential romantic interest, use my card to keep in touch. Pass your contact info to anyone with a smartphone in seconds. No apps or downloads required. It's time to ditch that old paper business card and go digital. Accept donations, take payments, sell products, and schedule appointments, all from your My Card now. Get instant access to your own landing page that has everything contacts and clients need to engage with you like never before. All My Cards include free QR code and our one-click Add to Contacts button. For a limited time, use coupon code INTRO20 for a 20% discount on any My Card. Leave a lasting impression with a new way to present yourself.
Peace. Welcome to episode 1.
What up, though?
Hey, hustle and grow. How y'all doing? How y'all feeling?
Yeah, I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good. I really want to welcome the people to the first episode.
Episode 1.
Yes, sir. Hustle and grow. Of course, this is the latest, the greatest, presented by Level Up Media. This is our behind the scenes look at entrepreneurship, man. Yeah. And the goal, just starting off, you know what I mean? Episode 1, right? Our goal, our number one goal is just to give y'all the behind the scenes. Like, and this is going to be a little different than anything we've done in the past because you're just not going to be hearing it from us this time. We're actually going to be linking up with a lot of other entrepreneurs across the different industries. A lot of them, or some of them, you probably know, you probably heard of, and others you may not know. You know what I mean? And just be able to give you guys that insight, the advice, the tips, find out about some of the shit they went through as far as the trials and how they overcame it. Like that's what we're here for. So,
and I think that's one of the biggest things, bro, is the fact that going through this journey is going to be some of the people that you done heard from. And some people that's behind the scenes, but making it happen.
Oh, yeah.
And the different routes and the different avenues that they took across the spectrum of all of the businesses. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
That's
facts. And touching on what you're saying, bro, like that's what I feel is key is that diversity. And what he mentioned is spectrum across not only just the different businesses, but the different positions, different roles within those different businesses. So I definitely agree, cuz.
Yeah, I gotta say, I'm really looking forward to this one because this is really something different. So today they're gonna hear from us.
Oh yeah, for
you know
sure.
what I mean? But
you gotta deal with us.
You gotta deal with us today. You know, we gotta lay that foundation, that you know what I mean, that level up base. But from there, you know what I mean, I'm looking forward to myself, the future conversations. You know what I mean? We really got some great people lined up for the people. You know what I mean? That like we said, some of the voices you're going to hear, you may not have heard before, but everybody's going to have been properly vetted and be people that you should have heard of. You know what I mean? And she's really going to bring you guys some knowledge.
Facts. Yeah. And we still going to have some of the usual suspects. You know what I'm saying? So don't worry about that.
Listen, it wouldn't be a lineup without the usual suspects. You know what I mean?
I like that. So, but of course, before we even move further in episode 1, y'all know where to find us, www.levelupmedia.net. Yeah. As I'm sure y'all have noticed by now, like y'all can see by a lot of our new social media postings, our logo is definitely updated. Like we practice what we preach, right? So y'all are actually seeing an epic rebrand as well. So like y'all should be excited. I know I'm excited. So definitely go check out levelupmedia.net. Find the new services we have in store. One key thing, and I'm not trying to keep rambling, I know y'all, but I'm just turned up because now we actually offer business filing. That's right, company formation. We will, not only do we file that LLC for you, but we include the EIN for free.
Okay.
So
wow. So I could really just come to Level Up Media. I could just contact you guys, and then from there I could get my business and my EIN. So I could really just start selling things tomorrow and being right with the tax man.
The only thing that I would say to disagree with what you said, my brother, is this. You said you could contact you guys and you're gonna have to answer a third of those calls. So it's us. You got to have us, bro. You're not getting out of it. Yes, we offer virtual consultations.
Right.
Yes, they're free.
Right.
And yes, it may be Nip's turn.
Right.
So we're not gonna let them slick and slide out of that. All right.
Contact us.
It's all of us.
You know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta bob, sometimes you gotta weave. You know what I mean?
Sometimes you just get caught.
But really, I really want to just, piggyback what the brother's saying there about how this is a complete refresh. This is, you can't tell the new energy here. There's definitely new energy on the site. There's definitely more target on the site. I definitely encourage you guys to go check the site out, go check our services out, go check out the different functionality and features there. If you're thinking about your business, if you're thinking about getting that digital real estate, the very first place you should go is at mylevelupmedia.net, right?
Exactly.
And so I really got to hound that. So as we practice like we preach, you know what I mean? We're going, they used to tell us in the army, you're going to train like you fight. And so, we've been doing that in the background. And so now we really want to make sure that once again, we bring that to you guys. But once again, different angle, different push. We're going to do that with other people's stories that you guys really should know.
Facts. And I'm going to steal that. I like that. You practice how you fight.
No, you train
how you fight.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
So that means when you train and if you bullshit and you lackadaisical, you're not taking it serious.
That's gonna be how you fight.
Yeah, when it's on and you're gonna still be lackadaisical. I feel you. I like that. Oh, and one more thing. Yeah, I said I had one quick thing before we get in, but another quick thing. As y'all already have saw the quick ad for my card. We're here, no big deal, right? We're just revolutionizing the business card, no big deal. But anyway, go digital, www.trymycard.net, get that free QR code, get while it lasts, get that coupon code because it's not a forever thing. So
get it while it lasts because it's holding on to make it last for y'all.
Yeah, but we about it's about at its end. So definitely trymycard.net. But even after the coupon code is over, it's still be going digital anyway with your business card and wowing people and the one-click add to contacts, right? Just as a conversation starter alone, and then having unlimited use of it, it'll easily replace those paper business cards. As someone who used to have them. Before events, we used to go print out a couple hundred between me. I'm talking like you know what I'm saying,
go everywhere with parking lot,
office depot, last minute, different towns just to pass them out. We definitely ran through hundreds in business cards, and that's just with a couple events, maybe 5-6 events a year at that time. So it's what about not you could cut that number in, I would say half, but you're really paying just a fraction of it to go digital. That's all I'm saying. But I mean, y'all can do the honors, bring in, because I don't want to preach too much.
Oh no, I mean, I think that's a good point. I mean, you can today be that person that they remember, right? Because you had that conversation, you had that interaction, you left that thing with them that they had not seen before, hadn't gotten that day, won't get tomorrow, right? You know what I mean? Or you could be just that same old business card, that same old thing they just stuck in their wallet and said, I'll see what I can get to that.
Yep.
Right? And which one do you want to be?
Yeah. Business cards actually make me a worse person because I pollute them.
I just know every time I go to change out my wallet, I pull out a stack of business cards like this. And I'm like,
never looked through them.
Bro, they all stuck together because I've never looked
I
at
can
them.
need every service in that whole stack, and I
never looked at it once.
No.
Never looked at it once.
But at any rate, one of y'all want to bring in today's topic?
So, man, let's start from the beginning. Bring in the topic. That's it.
Hey.
Let's start from the beginning.
I guess.
Where do we begin?
Let's start from
the
beginning.
What do we do? What do we need? How do we do this?
And I think, you know what? I hate to throw a curveball here, but just a question. You know what I mean? As we talk about these things, as we talk about telling other people tell their stories, we can maybe answer some of this behind the scenes, about us, along the way. You know what I mean? So when we talk about how we got here, you know what I mean?
You
know what I'm saying?
Like that. I like the vibe.
So you know what I'm saying? So when we say like at the beginning, where does it start? We've said so many times, it starts with really thinking about what are you good at, right? And I know we've talked about before how each one of us here on this team represent a different angle, a different thing that we're each independently good at that we bring to the table, right? And so you really got to recognize that. So I mean, my question is, what do you bring to the table? You know what I mean? Because at the end, you know what I mean. When did you recognize that thing?
Man, look, bro, it was a while back, and it honestly, part of it come from different backgrounds. You know what I'm saying? Like the customer service and the handling business. It actually
it goes all the way back.
But describe it first because they don't know you. This is episode 1. This is episode 1. Yeah, exactly. So let them know.
Tell them from the beginning. You know what I'm saying?
As far as the route that I chose to take it in my list,
that was assumed.
PG-13. I'm joking a little bit.
And Nipsey can attest to this, man. Like I was,
I said leave out drugs.
I'm joking. I was in school. I had moved to Tennessee, and Nipsey had hit me and was like, "Hey, man, I got this job. I need somebody to do it,
bruh.
I got somebody to do it. I called you. What's up, bruh?" And so that's how I really got into the business world because I was focused on something completely different. I was going to school.
I never knew that. So back when y'all had the crib in the north, that's how you came back. So I never knew it.
I actually, that was after I was living in Tennessee.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like I didn't know because you remember when you was in Tennessee, we pulled up. I pulled up on you and you pulled up on me.
Yeah.
But I never knew like how because you remember we kicked it when you was in Tennessee. And matter of fact, on your way back through, you stopped by. We changed your spark plugs.
Yeah.
On your way back through, but I never knew why you had just dipped out. So I never knew this part, bro.
Yeah.
I promise you, I never knew that.
So I was
because I just pulled up when y'all had saved me. Y'all helped me when my car broke down, but I didn't know how that happened. But so I'm glad. My bad.
So just to tell the people, so I was working at a marketing company at the time, and we really needed somebody. At that point, it was a direct marketing company, and I was head of QA/QC there, and we needed somebody to really come in and really revamp our sales and really help us be able to target and find out if the sales pitch that people were doing out there was really what we needed by QA/QC standards, right? And so in order to do that, you need somebody.
And QA/QC is
quality assurance, quality control.
Okay.
So I call my brother up and he's like, yeah, I'm down. And so he comes in, he interviews, you know what I mean? Goes all the way up through the whole process, you know? So I
had no idea.
You gotta understand, I'm talking director of operations he interviews with, like all the way up the full chain. And they're like, okay, this is the dude. And we bring him in. And he does that. He takes a look at how we're doing our sales. He looks at how QA/QC is comparing the two of them. And he basically wrote that whole process out for a company that was doing like $15-20 million worth of sales a week. Like, and we, you know what I mean, completely changed what they were doing. And we couldn't have done that without the brother at the end. So, I mean, you talk about knowing what you were doing. You knew it young, right?
I figured it out, man.
Right.
It's really about just figuring out where you're going. Like it's a lot of different avenues that you can take based off of what you selling or what your skill is, what you offering, whatever, and taking that and really translating it to the customers and finding them where they at. You know what I'm saying? Like reaching your audience where they at and giving them the points that really matter. And from there you can do anything.
From there it sounds like a consultation to me.
Yeah. Hit us up.
Right.
Facts.
Yeah. So then I gotta ask you. You know what I mean? What do you bring? What do you do?
I was hoping the teacher missed me. I don't have a cool story. I honestly nothing cool. Like I literally don't have any cool story like that. I was never whatever. Like I was applying to jobs didn't like me. I was just out here trying. You know what I'm saying? Like I had different businesses like if you see me at Lane, I was probably trying to give you a flyer to go to a party or trying to sell you some fake Jordans. Okay, I'll admit now my Jordans was fake. Back then, you'd have had to fight if you said that. But now I'll go ahead and say it. Yes, I had fake Jordans on deck back in the day. At any rate, like move on. Like move on.
Because my 13s, they was black and white, and by the time I finished, they was
Come
all
on,
white.
man. Come on, man.
I had
Come
some
on,
all white
man.
13s by the
Come
end of it. I
on,
was like,
man.
dang.
But at any rate, but what I'll say is this though. At one time I used to be like a little jealous of people that sort of like they knew like, hey, I want to do this, I want to do that, or hey, I'm dope with computers, I'm dope with this. And whereas I was just out here just with multiple businesses, and then just as years went on, I figured out like, damn, maybe that is what it is. Like, I'm just an entrepreneur, right? And so I had a business with the brother to the right of me, Connections Edge, way back in the game. A fire ass dating site that really I don't even want to talk about too much because it still hasn't been done or tapped.
All right, so hold on, bro. You told people that you've done a bunch of businesses. Can you list some of the businesses as we talk about being a real serial entrepreneur?
So
like, let
if
the people know.
Okay, so I had mentioned George earlier. That was Shoe Dude
so we
Enterprise.
were selling shoe
Shoe
we all start somewhere.
Shower Boy Reed. We had the Rogue R. We throw the parties back in the day. Young City Entertainment. That's
all right. So
kind of shit tatted on me still. Yeah, how that go. With me and you, of course, we had Connections Edge.
All right, that's
of course, yes, of course. And then we had MB Solutions, which, of course, trading, that's fancy and it's the hot button thing. Like me and his brother here was waking up and trading with Japan back in the early 2000s. But we don't need to talk about that. Right. And then with this brother here, of course, the Bill Minor Group, the Bill Minor Auto Group, or Best Offer, yeah, or
if
Best
I remember
Offer,
correctly,
yeah, or Best Offer, of course,
right.
The furniture store, of course, the Bill Minor Auto Group. We sold.
All right, so I'm at 8
vehicles. So just a lot, bro. Just
so when somebody out there who's watching this, right, and I really want to say, if you think that your business is something that we couldn't help you with, you have to understand that this brother here, what he brings to the table is a level of entrepreneurial expertise that you could only wish you had.
Top level.
And that's legal. That's the legal stuff.
Yeah.
Just leave it at that.
And we keep going.
Right.
You know, so I say that. So when we talk about consultations, you know what I mean? Like this is the brother you want to consult with.
We've definitely been around the block, but now the spotlight is off of me. My brother,
Nipsey Hussle.
Mr. Joe, what do you bring today? Give us a little bit about your background, bro.
My background is a little bit of everything. So I grew up doing cold calls for my mom. You know what I mean? Coming home, having a daily chore, 75 cold calls every day to daycare centers because my mom was a storyteller and I used to have to get her booked. Went from that to, you know what I mean, high school. We all found as many ways as we could to get as many dollars as we could. You know what I mean? Heading into college and then the marketing company with the brother on the end, right? And really, for me, what I found my thing was just along the way, heading into the Army from there, is that I'm really a good operations dude. Like, brother to the right, you know me, to the left, my bad, always tells me, like, bro, like, figure out the plan, see the vision, and then come back. You know what I'm saying? And so we had those dudes in the Army, the scouts, you know, they go out, they see what's going on, they come back and they relay, and from there, the ops dude takes that and, you know, really, really takes that plan and moves with it. And I got to say along the way, that's really my thing that I think I really bring to the table is being able to take either, in this case, technology, or be it branding, or be it some software solutions we're cooking up in the background, or be it some education services we're cooking up in the background coming out to the people soon. Like, really is give me the problem, give me the problem, and we're going to come up with a solution. And I really feel like that's what I enjoy doing. You know what I mean? Like, the brother on the end enjoys sales. Like I've never seen somebody enjoy making a sale going all the way back to we were kids. Like the brother on the end, y'all have no idea.
We can't talk about that though.
Like,
we can't go back that far.
Bruh, I'm just saying, you know what I mean?
Then it goes so crazy that even after we finished that, I went back to school.
Yep.
And then Cuz hit me while I was in school and was like, "Hey, we got this recruiting company
Mm-hmm.
that needs somebody to come in and change the way that, you know what I'm saying, that we do recruiting and staffing and, you know, whatever. So
I don't like to speak about that because he when we started, I was the coldest nigga alive, and then when we left, he was better than me. Like I thought he sound like I'd be next to him when he's making a sale, and it sound like he just hit play on the recorder or something.
Yeah.
Like I've never heard something so perfect.
Yeah.
Like, and I would do stuff like I'll admit it now. Fucking call me a hater. I'll pass him the blunt on purpose. And yeah, well. So, sir, what can I get you? Woo, woo, woo? Are you ready to subscribe? I'm like, this bro, he was on another level.
Y'all have no idea what it's like to hear a machine in operation. Brother, man, when he locks in, like, you can't shake it. And you can't.
It's actually unreal. To be honest.
it's something to see. Like, and the voice, like the whole. I recorded it. I'm gonna be real. I'm telling you a secret. So you tell secrets, you know. This is show for the people behind the scenes. One time he was talking and doing the thing, locked in, and I recorded it. And I brought it home. And I told my wife, I could listen to this. I played it. She looks at me and she goes, "Is that?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she was like, "Wow!" Like that was all she could say. It's just, man, like you know what I mean.
And to me, I'll be hard pressed not to say this. That's part of why I love this so much. And of course, we'll have other episodes where we go into picking the right team. But it's like I have like the marketing savant, and then I have Mr. Operations. And, you know what I'm saying? And so, and of course, he's always been the baddest web developer. Like I seen, like,
bro, I can't say that no more because you're pretty good. You're pretty fucking good.
But the thing is, though, I know my lane. Like my lane is like I can hustle anything. So yes, I can build it good enough to sell it, but it's, you know what I'm saying? Like it's levels to this shit. Or same way with marketing. Yeah, I can get out here and get it. Like don't get it fucked up. Like I've been working on my left too, but I know it's levels to this shit. And so that's why I love this.
To me, it's art, and I get to paint on the canvas.
But that's why I love this, because I get to just provide, because in reality, the same thing that I used to hate or be scared of, right? I'm a little bit of a chameleon because I love it all. And so I get to, oh, what you want over here in marketing? What? Oh, you need an ad? Bloop, I'm over here. Or what you want over here, G? Oh, what? I'm over. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I get to sort of do both. Or hey, what you working on the site, but you don't got time to do this part? Come on, I hop in. You know what I mean? Like, so I like just having the freedom to just do, you know what I'm saying? That is doing me, bro.
In baseball, they call it the designated hitter. You know what I mean? And just you don't never know when you need him, but you just gotta go. Hey, Julio,
when he
you know what I'm saying? And it was two on the arm, and you just come out. Yeah, you know what I mean?
I pull it up. Just know I pull it up. And the thing is, when you got two greats, it's like I got Shaq and Kobe, so it's like I'm just out here in these streets, just doing what I want. Like the great Lil Wayne once said in a conversation with 2 Chainz, bro, we just over here doing what we want. We doing shit we don't even care about. I'm joking, but not really.
A recorded conversation.
Yeah. Yeah, but so yeah, as far as the beginning, bro, I would say that the beginning here, a lot of it was to do with having just seen, I know me personally, just regardless the industry of business, I just saw that they all need the same shit, bro.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And so that's really how this was really born. If you want to be honest, when Level Up Media technically started, it was really a marketing company, and we had our good brother. I'll give him a shout out, Big T, our brother. There's definitely no love lost with Ro, because he's doing his thing in the city. But we were really, the goal was marketing, because that was more so his mindset, right?
Facts.
But over the years, we ended up sort of shuffling the deck, and of course, hollering at Cuz, and just sort of cleaning up the direction, just to provide, just more so, we just see a hole in the market and we just want to step in and provide that assistance, bro.
So I'm just gonna throw this stuff out there. So really, what we're talking about when we say at the beginning is we talk about ourselves. It's really talking about what you're good at, right? And then what do you like doing? And we really talked about that. And then you got to figure out that problem. And it sounds like that's really where we started at. Like
solving the problem.
You know what I mean? And that's really just, I think we're going to beat this phrase to death, but that's really practicing what we preach. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so we spent previous episodes and previous shows talking to people about that. And here we go right here. That's really what we did. You know what I mean? We located those different things that we were good at. We then figured out what we like to do. You know what I mean? We then figured out a problem that our skill solved. You know what I'm saying? And then, I mean, that's really what you do. And it's organic. Right?
Yeah.
But for some people, it's still not, you know what I mean, where they're at.
But so, I would say this: open up your eyes, because that's what I had to do. It's like, bro, it's so easy to miss. Trust me, because I missed my calling, so I know it's easy as hell to miss. It's like you'll be sitting there confused. And matter of fact, go make the most fire cookies a motherfucker could ever taste. And then sit there and eat them and then scratch your head like, what the fuck can I do for a business? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, bro, like, no matter how small or grand you think it may be, it's like, you got something to contribute. How about that? Let me quote Nick. What'd he say? No matter what you've been through, no matter what you went to, I feel like I got to tell you, you got something to contribute. Hey. And that's a fact. You got something, like, no matter how big, small, whatever it may be, like, understand you got something to contribute. And I would look into that. Like, start there. What do I like? Yeah. What am I good at? It may be something that you think is such a net, right? Like, for instance, it's a lot of shoe sellers, right? Like, of course, now we can know, yeah, they're making bank. But at the time when dudes started throwing them Jordan only and different shoe conventions, it was like, what the hell? But it's really just a brother who started like, man, I really love sneakers.
Yep.
Like, and he found a market. Like, that's another thing. Like, find a market. Find your, bro, you used to say find your tribe or.
Oh, yeah, bro. That's you really want to, I think it is find your tribe. Like you really want to find the people that you resonate with and the people who resonate with you. And really, if we can talk about the sneaker dude, we can stay with that, right? Because when you see the sneaker dude, you know he's the sneaker dude. Like, he stands out, like, you know what I mean? He's always.
Let me throw this in for the record before we leave the topic of sneakers. If you ask me tomorrow, that I would never again admit that those shoes are fake. Okay, continue. My bad.
I will.
Continue. So don't hit me if you see me at homecoming talking about you bought some fake shoes for me because the fight is still on. Nah, play. My bad.
What that gets back to is always have terms and conditions. But really, though, you really want to find your tribe, find your market, find who you're selling to out there. The shoe dude looks like the shoe dude, and he's going to find people who are interested in sneakers, who's out there wearing those hype, you know what I mean, those hype things that are out there, who's wearing the Jordans, who's wearing the Air Maxes, who's in the Sperry's, who's in the, you know what I mean, who's in the K-Swiss, who's really still out here actually engaged in this, and who is going to spend money about it, and who's going to talk about it, right? And he has to know those things. And so really knowing your tribe, knowing the people in your tribe, knowing how your tribe moves and flows will really help you in selling to that market, right?
Facts.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, that definitely was a saying. That was the grip ago, though.
Yeah. But it's key right now. What you thinking, bro?
Man, that's definitely what it's all about. I mean, it's finding what you're good at, what you can offer, what you can solve, and who has the problem. That's the second part, is finding that market. Who needs it? Who would help? Who is really going to elevate you? You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Big facts.
Who you can really target. And at that point is going right into what are they doing about it right now? It's already a problem. You're not finding a new problem. You're just finding out what they're doing about it. What is the problem and what they're doing about it.
And that's key, because the thing is like, oftentimes it's easy for an entrepreneur to be like, hey, when you ask them, who's your competition? But this is just coming from years of dealing with those consultations, right? You ask them, who's your competition? And it's nobody. Okay, so how are they currently solving the problem? Well, they're not. Well, if they're not currently solving the problem, then God damn it, it's not a problem.
Yeah, at all.
So what's the workaround? Like, what are they currently doing? Like, and if you don't think that they're like, pay attention. And a easy way to figure that out or to see the workaround, right, or how they're currently solving the problem that you look to solve, is just by when you really know that market. I guess we're walking back up to what Cuz and Joe was just saying. When you get to knowing your tribe, when you know your market, when you know your target demographic, right, then you study them and you can see, you know what I mean? Like, in this regard, like, we don't even have to go on I would go into like an example, but like we wouldn't even have to go into it. I think
examples
this is
from
simple.
consultations.
Yeah, facts. Facts.
Virtual consultations. That's another big thing. I'm sorry to cut you off and shit, but that's another big thing.
That's a key difference in our rebrand.
Are now virtual, so
you used to just have to hear us. Now you get to look at our faces, and I'm gonna be mugging.
Anywhere, at any time, whatever. Consultations virtual.
And the thing is, when you do sign up for the consultation, you can let us know like what time works best, and really from there, that's how we'll sort of decide as far as whoever has the time. You may get lucky. You may have to deal with all three of us. I don't know if that's lucky or unlucky. You can decide that.
Both.
Right. Well, definitely. But now, it is definitely a virtual consultation. That's the key. But going back as far as is when you study that your target, you study your target customer, your target client, your target demographic, right? And you can see like, hey, what are they currently doing to solve this problem? And if they're not currently doing that, then either you have the wrong demographic, if they're not currently doing anything to solve that problem, or it's not a damn problem.
I mean, and maybe the thing is that you didn't properly identify it, right? So you can see that there are a bunch of people waiting in line outside of a chicken restaurant. And so is the problem that there's a line, or is the problem that service is slow in the restaurant? You know what I mean? If you target the line, that may not fix the problem. You know what I mean? What are they doing? But if the real problem is that service is slow, right? Well, then now what are the problems? What are the workarounds? So, you know what I mean? Damn, did that sound like that should have came to consultation? That should have came to consultation.
I think I feel consulted at this point. At this point.
I said it and thought about it.
Man, definitely. And I mean, I know that we were going to take a quick commercial break, but before we go into that, did we want to discuss like the value proposition and what sets you apart?
Yeah, I mean, we can talk about that. So we've talked about that a lot of times ourselves, talking about what behind the scenes. And so I want to challenge everybody out there. If your value prop is simply we're not them, that may not be enough.
That ain't it.
Technically, Level Up Media's value prop is I'm him. It's all caps though. It's all caps.
We that.
Who that?
We that. How you show your age? These kids don't know Jesus. But I like. Did you want to go in the value? We got to leave it. Like, I got to give him first right of refusal on the marketing topics because.
I mean, your value proposition, man, it's just so. It's like once you answer those questions, you can really put it together. That's why the consultation is so important. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because
I agree.
Like, we just told y'all between us, we on our what? 8th business?
Oh no, bro!
Between us,
no.
Not between us that we did together. I'm sorry.
Oh, together.
Together.
Together, yeah. Talk about it.
Yeah. But the thing is, though, I've done businesses with both of y'all separate. This is the first business that
We've all done
legal business that we were all involved in.
We don't gotta keep highlighting that going forward.
But I don't want to lie though, so I don't want to just like this our first legal business. I'm like, man, we got y'all on camera back in 06. Like, okay.
So anyway,
I'm
just saying
joking,
that
I'm
to
joking.
say that
But you're right.
it's not no cookie cutter value. I can't just be like, oh, hey, this is the value proposition that you need to say and go out and spread it to the world, because a car salesman and a mechanic is not the same. A babysitter and the after school tutor is not the same. Like, no matter what you doing or where you at, daycare, whatever, it's gonna be different. You have to find that market and define it, and that's where it really gets.
And the thing is, I'll say this to give y'all a hint, and you can cut it off if I'm going too far. But in general, right? Your value prop is where do you bring where your value proposition, right? Where does your value lie? What makes you different? What makes you special? Why out of everyone, you and all your competitors, why should I purchase your product, right? And the thing is, that value proposition, if done right, that value proposition should be born out of that need that we just discussed. So if you're really paying attention to the where do we start, even though it's genuine conversation, we're actually going down. You need one to get to the next, to get to the next, to get to the next. So now after you have that target demographic, right, and then now you're going to solve their problem, that's where your value prop should lie, is in how you solve that problem.
Yep.
So for well, no, I'm
No,
glad
that's
because
what I was
I'm
gonna
not
say.
good because it's consultation.
Do you do it better? Do you do it faster? Is your food hotter and ready? Is you know what I'm saying? When the kids come, do you have all of this stuff for them to do? All these activities, like what are you bringing that somebody
Is it
else
something
is lacking?
proprietary? Is it a new methodology? Is it a new product?
Exactly.
Is it like it's so many different ways or so many different things that you could bring to the table for a potential value prop that you literally have to get that free consultation for us to be direct. But regardless, and just to give you a heads up now, it should be born out of the necessity. The value you bring should be tied to the problem you solve.
Well, yeah, and I would say for me, the thing that I want to add to that is just to start that conversation, you really want to think, why is somebody going to give me their dollars? What is the reason that this person came in here? And that's when you start thinking from that point, is how you're going to find where that value prop lays.
Facts.
Right?
Facts. And it should be rooted in solutions, meaning if this person needs a fast burger, maybe my value prop shouldn't be focused on making the top quality burger that takes forever. Maybe it should be focused on being able to provide that fastest burger at the time, and vice versa.
Because that line, right, that we mentioned earlier, was giving that service that was slow. So as you focus on this 45-minute burger instead of whipping them out in 20 minutes.
Exactly.
Right. Because what does McDonald's do? McDonald's will get you a burger while you were standing in line.
Exactly. And that is their value prop, and they stick to it. They're not here to compete with the quality Angus Wagyu burgers you can get up the street. You literally can go up the street and buy a Wagyu burger. They're not here to compete with those Wagyu burgers and cook it and take it. Yeah, no. You get this near meat or deer beat, maybe meat. I don't know what they got.
Listen, they will sue you. What McDonald's? We salute you and we thank you for everything.
I mean, honest with you, my kids, my kids already. My daughter already put in a text, "Daddy, when you come home, can you stop at McDonald's?" My kids eat the shit out that shit, bro. Yeah, when I was a shorty, McDonald's money. I asked my mama for McDonald's every day. No, we couldn't get it a lot, but I wanted it.
Asked for it.
You wouldn't believe how often I asked for this shit. regardless of whether or not she said no. But at any rate, though, so I say this, bro. We at the 40-minute mark. We got like a couple minutes left. We want to do a quick commercial and come back.
Let's run a commercial for him right quick. Let's pay some bills. Let's remind the people. You know what I mean?
And also remind the people was right. Your ad here right now. Of course, we're gonna run to my card because y'all need to see it, right? Like this is more for y'all than for us. But in the future, your ad here. Reach out to us. Contact at levelupmedia.net. Again, that's contact at levelupmedia.net. Hit us up by email to go ahead and get your ads ran. Prices is for the low. Of course, it's not free promo, but it's promo for the low, though. Right? Yes, y'all know where to find us.
Ready, set, connect. Whether it be a customer, newfound friend, or potential romantic interest, use my card to keep in touch. Pass your contact info to anyone with a smartphone in seconds. No apps or downloads required. It's time to ditch that old paper business card and go digital. Accept donations, take payments, sell products, and schedule appointments, all from your My Card now. Get instant access to your own landing page that has everything contacts and clients need to engage with you like never before. All My Cards include free QR code and our one-click Add to Contacts button. For a limited time, use coupon code INTRO20 for a 20% discount on any My Card. Leave a lasting impression with a new way to present yourself.
All right. So the My Card for all you people out there, if you missed it, go check it out, right? Definitely get that coupon code, right? Save yourself a couple dollars if you know what I mean, both wow and impress and really, really take your friends and your business to your next level. Right?
Definitely. Time to go digital. As y'all can see, it's two of us instead of one for now because I had to make a quick run. He'll be right back. Before we get out of here, one thing I definitely wanted to discuss was as far as just, okay, so we got the defining the setting the value prop, right? And we already went into like everything, even defining your brand, because you can define. You should definitely reach out to us for that consultation for branding. Like that's literally what we specialize in, is just taking that idea and transforming it into an iconic brand, right? But that defining your brand is key and critical, and that's what's going to define most of your steps.
Yeah, who am I? What do I do? Right? You know, those earlier things we talked about, the market, the value prop, the products and services, all those different things. It really comes back to that real consultation. It really comes back to tailoring something for you guys. But as you guys heard from us, you really see us once again living what we're talking about here. So when we talk about defining the brand, you're watching, Level Up Media really do that. When you talk about refreshing the brand, for those of you guys out there already running a business, you know what I mean, running your services, you see once again Level Up Media doing that. So
overhaul. That's the key. Overhaul.
Your site,
go to our site.
Logo, your strategies, everything, a complete fresh start.
Overhaul. Another thing I want to mention, of course, before we go is the paperwork, right? The fun part. Business filing, registration.
Only you would say the paperwork is the fun part. I want to reiterate that. So when we talk about what does everybody bring to the table, make sure on your team you have somebody, when they say paperwork, one of y'all goes, ooh, like that's that. Like, make sure there's at least one of y'all who does that.
I'd be so happy to be legal now. I'm like, yeah, where I sign up. So you mean all I got? But yeah, like the fun part. Like, let's get legal. Let's sign up to pay taxes. That's the difference between a side hustle and a fucking legacy to pass to your children's children.
That's the exact difference.
And I think that's also, once again, the difference between a business and a scheme, right? And we really always here want to promote business. We always here want to promote, really tapping into yourself and what are you good at. But we want to make sure that we're doing that always above board. We want to make sure that we're doing that in the right ways, because that good business is going to get good business, right? So when you set
Always.
yourself up right, you're also going to protect yourself legally. You're going to protect yourself from lawsuits. You're going to be able to leverage credit. You can really do things for yourself and your family once you go legal and once you go legit. So if you're doing it out there, go on, come on out there, Shadow. You know what I'm saying? Come on out there. Come on. As you used to say back in the day, come on in from the cold. You know what I mean? Come on, sit by this fire and let Level Up Media help you file that company formation, help you file that EIN paperwork, help you file and get your DBA. Whatever you are at in your business and that level, we can really go get that paperwork done for you.
We literally, what they say, there's an app for that. We have a package for that.
Yeah.
So whether you come to the table and hey, I just need an LLC and a free EIN so I can get them on, pay it, we move it, we own. That's it. We just charge $100 plus the filing fees in your local place. Yeah. Filing fees obviously vary, right? If you're in Texas, they charge $300 for the LLC. Yeah. If you're in the state of Indiana, it's $15. It really varies, but just know we charge the bare bones over that to make sure it's done right, so you don't get it back. Honestly, look, this is how real I am. I tell y'all. Out of all these years I've been filing LLCs, really, my business partner to the left of me was the first one to ever file, because I was used to doing stuff under the table. Then the Bill Minor Group days, he had went and filed. Really, he didn't even take me. He went and filed it and came back with paperwork. I'm like, what? Like, are we legal? Are we legal? You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, over the years, you get used to it. And then I started submitting a lot, right? I had just actually got one back. I didn't even know, because I was like 100%, but I did get a filing back because of the operating agreement, some months ago now. And of course, I had it taken care of within 24 hours, but still. But just to tell you that I talked a lot of shit to people over the years about how I don't get nothing back, and y'all getting them back and having them refile. I did have one. It was fixed within 24 hours. Let the record show. And I have proof. So don't make me pull receipts on myself. But I do know y'all paying a little bit now.
And I do want to say this part, though. You know that we really do this when our fees are based upon your jurisdiction, right?
Facts.
And that's how you know this isn't a scam, anything like that. This is, you know what I mean?
We've been here. So, for instance, in Illinois, to get a DBA, you got to run an ad in the paper.
Really, bro? I did not know that. I'm not going to
see. Or what about Michigan? Like, I filed LLC for somebody. Like, we don't even have to get in it. Just know that we've been around, bro. So that's what you get. You're really just paying for the experience and just the ability to just hang your hat on the fact that, hey, it's somebody that take care of me. And then not only that, do we have it as far as laid out to where, okay, LLC, and we'll give you the EIN, but also if you look on our site, you have the option just to fill out the form where we can just do the research and find all the necessary licensure and registrations. And that means for taxes, because for instance, we're in Texas, right? So just because of where we're at, of course, everybody has to file for the EIN. That's the federal tax ID, right? But in Texas, there's no state tax, right? But
your business doesn't have to pay taxes in state Texas unless you make over $1.2 million. So for the majority of businesses,
I didn't want you to go that far. I really tried to stop you.
I didn't know.
That's consultation status. But you see how he can just spew that? It's not an accident.
But you knew that you had.
He's the Bible on this shit. It's not an accident.
Listen, when we talk about company formation, let's just say that they're imperative for a lot of reasons. And if you're out there doing business,
what about in Illinois though? And the thing is, and this is the difference, and what I mean is, like, a key difference is, so in Texas, you file an EIN, right? And then what county are you in? Okay, so if you're in Rockwall County and you have a brick and mortar, you need to file to pay taxes with that county, right? But what if you're in Nevada? Who all do you need to file to pay taxes to?
That's a good question.
Because the state is going to want theirs.
Yep, and the county's going to want theirs.
And the federal, that's the first thing you got to get. But so that's what I mean as far as, like, you can just hit us up and we'll do the research for your jurisdiction, for your local area. And we could just, not only will we find out everything you need, and it's not just for taxes, right? That's key. But I mean, hell, what if you want to start a daycare? What all licenses do you need to start a daycare in Texas?
So I would definitely say that if I had a business right now, I would definitely go check out that package.
You need to.
If I'm thinking about starting a business right now,
Sure.
if I'm really moving those different steps, I would definitely.
You need to. And so that's key. And I would say I feel like this is a good stopping point for today as far as where do we start. I think that we gave them a good place to start. And not only where can they start and go to levelupmedia.net to start, but also y'all know where we started.
I definitely think that people know a little more about it.
And it's really a cheat code because you can start with
The
that
good,
virtual
the bad,
consultation.
the ugly.
That nigga is ugly. I let that slip. I'm sorry.
Anyway, like I was saying, you can start with your free virtual consultation.
My bad, but yeah.
That's why it's virtual, so you ain't got to see it.
Turn your camera off.
But of course, get that virtual consultation, like I said, levelupmedia.net. Get
the My Card. I want to throw out there, get the My Card.
Trymycard.net, get that digital business card so you can connect, not just for business, but for personal. It's just one click add to contacts. You really can't beat that. QR code, bloop, and you're gone, right? So get that My Card. You need the thing about web design is a lot of times people just focus on aesthetics, right? And yeah, we make fly sites, they look dope, but you really need to key in on what it provides. Not only does it provide you that sense of that legitimacy, like you actually have a place here where we can find you. This is home base, right? But it also provides you a place to connect with potential clients and customers. It provides you a place to take those, not only take payments and sell your products, but also take tips and donations.
Okay.
I mean, it's just so much to where I encourage you all, go to levelupmedia.net, get that site. I don't care. Like, yes, we offer drop shipping, right? So even if you don't have necessarily a product or service to sell now, you can start a clothing company. You can start a damn mug company, a branding company, just by going to Level Up, right? But besides that, just like taking that, like in this day and age, every social media platform is oversaturated. So being able to establish and grow at your own platform, as my brother said earlier, digital real estate. And I just leave it at that, man. Like, go to Level Up Media. You need a site in this day and age. And I leave it at that, man. I leave it at that.
All right. MyLevelUpMedia.net. Definitely want to tell the people, go check it out. Definitely check out back here, Hustle and Grow, episode 2. Right? We'll definitely have some guests lined up with the next couple of weeks moving forward. We'll definitely let the people know who they can expect. Right?
Sure.
And we'll let them know next week who the guest is for episode 2.
I just want to know I'm excited about it. Just want to make sure everybody, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Listen. Yeah, are we missing anything before we get out of here, bro?
That's it, cuz.
Where's little bro? Where Max at?
We left him. Yeah, the story.
Listen, if you're gonna marry one from Oakland.
But you gotta be able to fight.
No, you gotta be able to take a punch. You know.
By the way. All right, man. Thank y'all for your time, man.
All right. Peace out.